All right, Chattanooga, we're back and better. Back like we never left. So we're just right here with Nate Dawes that is running for County Commission District 5. And we learned that his kids go to the same school as my kids, CSLA. And wanted to get into some questions too. So he did mention that he's been here for, was it 8 years?
9 years.
9 years. So where did you move from? What college did you go to? All that kind of good stuff.
Well, I moved here from Virginia Beach.
Okay.
My family moved down here when I was a teenager, and after serving in the Marines, I moved back, which is considered home as well, and lived there. And then I got a job opportunity I really couldn't turn down.
Okay.
So I moved out here in 2013 as a single father with 5 children.
Oh, wow.
Didn't have a friend, a family member, or anything in the world here. Just thought it was a great opportunity for my family and I prayed to God every night for 6 months. I actually turned down the job for 6 months.
Really?
I was scared. It was a big move. I'm a mama's boy, and so being away and being on my own with my 5 children was really scary. And but God's
5
will.
kids, single dad. Shout out to you.
Oh, appreciate that. There's a lot of us out there doing that. And
where y'all at?
I moved here, and Chattanooga embraced us. We met some great people. Moved out to Red Bank. Really took my children in and took us in. You come to really found everything at the barbershop that I was going to at the time.
Who cut your hair?
At the time, it was Tim Williams over there at Blaze. Shout out to Tim.
That's my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Tim.
There you go.
He's been cutting hair for a long time.
That's big bro. Big bro. And, oh man, love him. Him and the family. They took us in. They really told me where. Shout out to the Chiefs. He hooked me up with the Chiefs. And,
so you're a football dad too.
Oh, football dad, basketball, track. We did it all.
Okay,
volleyball.
Oh yeah, period, big period.
So we do it all. And we huge on academics.
Okay.
So
now we're talking.
There we go. I didn't go to college though.
Okay.
Went after high school. I went right into the Marines.
Okay. The Marines, y'all kind of. Y'all kind of tough, ain't y'all?
Well,
You know how to use a dagger.
Let's say I can handle myself. So,
okay.
But really enjoyed the time there. Got a lot of life skills that I don't think and matured as a person. Had a little bit of a tarnished silver spoon in my mouth growing up.
Okay.
So it was got everything I wanted. And then I went to the Marines and realized this guy screaming at me told me he was my mama and my daddy.
How did that come over? Were you like scared? Did they get really close and did they spit in your face?
Oh yeah,
like
all the time,
TV.
All the time. So I really I likened it to I expressed a lot of people say when they come home from prison how they got through it. They had an out of body moment. Well, I won't liken it to that, but what I will say is that I looked past them while they were yelling at me, and I saw birds in the trees and stuff, and I was like, man, I'd love to be that bird right now.
Okay, so you keep your eyes on the prize.
Yeah, so it was like, and everyone told me I wasn't going to make it, and that's one thing you tell me, if I'm not going to do something, I'm going to do it, and, as long as I have the right reasons for doing it, and that's one of the reasons why I'm running, keeping the community as a forefront, as we were just talking about, I'm retired.
Okay. So you got time?
I definitely have time.
Okay.
Definitely have time. And love Brainerd. My wife grew up in Brainerd. She talked fondly of her memories growing up there, and that's why we decided to move back to Brainerd.
Okay.
That, and we found an amazing deal on a home. So.
Okay. Who was your realtor?
Actually, it was for sale by owner.
Okay, so he knows how. He's a bargain shopper.
You have to be with 11 kids.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's a good thing to think about when you're thinking about someone that's going to be over a budget, or,
definitely.
You want somebody that's going to know how to squeeze a dollar. And you know what I'm saying?
Not only just that, but you also want someone who can also know how to negotiate a dollar out of someone else. I've ran many different businesses as well with my times outside the rings, not only my own, several different brands, especially in hospitality. And that's what brought me here to Chattanooga was the hospitality industry and being able to work on a shoestring budget and make things happen, especially around my house, being a single dad. When I moved here, I had a great job, but it was required a lot of hours.
Okay.
So I left that position after a year and took a job that was paying a quarter of that and ended up working 4 jobs.
Oh, wow.
And yeah.
Regular Jamaican.
Yeah, like this is a testimony, like real. Like I tell everyone, I've been on child support. I've worked 4 jobs while being a single dad.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, I kept my eye on the prize and kept my faith in God and kept my family close. And we went ahead and we made it happen. And we're here now. You know, our oldest sons are in the Marines, living a great life.
Okay.
We have our third oldest son is in college. Two of our daughters are going to graduate this year. One from Brainerd. So, you know, and then we have a 1-year-old. So we go all the way down to 1.
They ain't had no TV, y'all. Y'all not convincing me that they had a TV. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so that is freaking awesome. That background story right there is awesome. Chattanooga, the phone lines are open, 423-713-7614. Now is your time to get your questions asked, to make whatever suggestions or whatever. Just get to know Mr. Nate. He's taking time out of his schedule, but he ain't got one. I got a schedule. I definitely have a schedule. But definitely are taking callers right now. Again, the number is 423-713-7614. Or you can put some comments or questions inside the Facebook. And if you are not in Chattanooga and you're viewing online on Facebook, you can always catch us online at www.wptp1001fm.com. We got some more music, or should I keep talking? I don't know.
Let's keep going. I want to definitely hear from Chattanooga. I want to know what makes, you know, what do you want in your next elected official? You know, this isn't Nate. This isn't the Nate Dawes show.
But that's good. I've never had, you're the first person that's come on here and actually posed a question. So he wants to know, what do the constituents?
Constituents, yeah.
Constituents. My speech is off. I'm learning a lot of big words on the radio. But he wants to know what expectations you all have of him in the event that he wins your vote. So call in. I've got, what is this? Oh, Mrs. Dawson's put in. She said they like TV too. So it's a little like, it seems like it might be a little Lifetime watching, little love stories. But yes, definitely Chattanooga Stand Up. This is such a beautiful time. I mean, we've got so many people in the black community that are getting involved in politics.
Agreed.
And I like the fact that, because I don't have a college degree either. I feel like I'm like the Kanye West of Chattanooga because I'm like, well, let me not say that. I didn't complete college.
Right.
So, you know, something that I'm inspiring from, but I feel like you can't replace it with real life, actual experiences with what you have.
Right, and that's another thing. You know, there's other options. I wasn't someone that was cut out for college. You know, I knew I didn't have the temperament. And I also, at the time, I didn't have the focus. So it was something the Marines really taught me all of that, how to focus my energy. But while I was in the Marines, I ended up having 4 children. So at that time, it was
wasn't deployed. Miss Dawg, we go ahead and get you to call in and talk about this stuff now.
It was, so I had to make a living. And, you know, one thing that was always instilled in me, you're man enough to lay down and make this family, you're man enough to support it. So that's
real.
You know, I've always had different hustles from real estate to selling cars to whatever it was. You know, I sold cars to my employees. I would fix them up and do like buy here, pay here to my employees because I was like, I need you to get to work.
Right.
And I need this money. So,
right. So you have an entrepreneur spirit.
Always. It's instilled in me. My family, I bought my first house at 19.
Wow.
And my dad told me what took me so long because my younger brother bought his at 17. So, you know, that's how it...
Where your daddy at? I need to talk to my boys. My goodness. That is awesome.
We definitely, you know, the conversations in our house are all about how can we not only increase our time together, but also make it more so that their children and my grandchildren were allowed to have the same time. You know, being able to be retired at 37. I retired at 37. Being retired was a true blessing. And I want to make sure I make the most of it for the time that we have. I want to spend as much time with my wife as possible, but I want to make sure we leave something for our children. And that's all children, not just mine, but here in District 5, we have great opportunities. Brainerd High School is a gym. And a lot of people, when we moved to Brainerd, were saying, why are you leaving Red Bank to move to Brainerd? You know, if you graduate from Brainerd with a 2.0, you can go to UTK for free.
I did not know that.
Did you know that Brainerd has aeronautical classes? There's a student that got their pilot's license from Brainerd High School.
I did not know that.
My daughter is now taking nursing classes because she wants to be a nurse from Brainerd. She's actually at the hospital. Shout out Savannah. So,
wow.
So, you know, these are programs that are that are available to our students. And another thing that really inspired me was the Tyner High School class last year, how they fought for and demanded that their school be repaired or rebuilt. And not only that, it really inspired and it gave another voice and another leg up to our school board rep who was fighting for the same thing, and the parents in the community. Now our kids are like, no. So it's the younger generation has truly inspired me, and I think it's kind of lit a fire under my generation.
Yeah.
Because we kind of got stagnant. We went with status quo. We were happy and moving out of our areas and thought we made it. And but what is it if you make it and your community's still struggling? What does that say?
I'm gonna tell you, I know some people. Shout out to the NBA North Brainerd area.
Most definitely.
The people that are my age that are from Brainerd, they are very passionate about Brainerd, like that Brainerd area. They're like a family, and they've been there for a long time. And I want to get some of them tuned in because I feel like a lot of people like my age, I'm 34, I'll be 35. We don't take advantage of the ability to be able to vote. And that's another reason why I wanted to kind of bring awareness through my show so that people can see that this is something that's not just for 40 and up or 50 and up. This is something that if you are eligible to vote, you should be taking advantage of that right.
I mean, our taxes are one of the reasons why you should vote. If you're in your late 20s and mid 30s, you should start looking at your taxes and planning for retirement. This past year, taxes have doubled. For real estate taxes have doubled if you own your home.
Period.
Yeah, they have. I mean, so we were just talking about one of the constituents that shout out Commissioner Jeter, who has leaned out and helped. Her taxes doubled, and she's on disability.
Oh, wow.
And so there's no provision that stops this from happening for someone on a fixed income. We have provisions that help senior citizens, but what about this population that's on fixed income? Right. What about, you're a single parent, and you finally bought this dream and bought your family a home. You scraped, you saved, and did it, and you proud, and now your taxes go up. Not your mortgage rate like in the past, but your taxes go up. And your payment goes up. $50 extra is a lot. $100 extra is a lot.
Yeah.
So we can't minimize what we feel is not a lot for what someone else feels. And I definitely want, and those are things that I want to fight for. I'm going to be that voice. I'm going to be that voice that brings attention on the commission floor. Hey.
You ain't scared of that. They probably gonna be scared of you. You're a Marine.
Who can fire
I'm
me?
kind of scared right now.
Who can fire me?
Ooh.
No one can fire me. I have no boss to answer to.
Ooh.
No one can take my businesses away. My wife and I built those.
That's a different type of
That's
liberation, ain't it? Yeah.
That's
I kind of, I'm young, I'm a little young boss, I ain't retired yet, but it definitely, I feel that same way when you come in and then that way you can advocate the way you really need to without having to worry about walking on eggshells.
I don't have to walk around with sponsors on my back.
Ooh. Ain't nobody on your t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
But the missus.
But the missus and my neighbors.
Okay.
When I walk around my community, I listen. And not all of it's positive. A lot of people tell me, what's going to make you different? What's going to make you get in? We can vote you in, and then you sit at the table. That's not me. I'm going to tell you right now, my wife retired from the state in 10 years. We are gone. And I want to leave Chattanooga better than when I got it. And don't get me wrong, Chattanooga has been great to me. Like I told you, Chattanooga brought me in and made me feel loved as an adult. But when I leave, I want to bring those other younger generation up. We have to have a succession plan.
Right.
We definitely do. And shout out to you were talking about the people that are doing big things over in D5. There's a lot of different organizations. Shout out to Ladarius. Shout out to Troy.
Oh, yeah, Ladarius.
Shout out to Montreal. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Joe. These are people that I know I've worked with on a daily basis that are doing it big. They're doing it. They're taking their time out of their families and they're doing it. They're not doing it for money or anything. There's no money. So they're not doing it. They're doing it for the love of the future generation. And we need to make sure that future generation is politicized. Mm-hmm. We need them to get into politics. We need them to follow behind and be like, hey, you need to start coming to county commission meetings. You need to start coming to city council meetings. Because when you get to this point in life, we understand you establishing yourself. But when you get here and you're established, you want to know where your money's going.
Right.
You want to know where everything is at. And we need that.
Especially with everybody popping up shops and selling food and stuff. And
I love that.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Love it. I'm like, if you go down Brainerd Road, that little area right there across from the camp, it's like a little mini flea market sometimes.
And
on a good day.
We live right behind there. And you know what?
It be popping.
I call him and be like, y'all don't Uber?
Okay,
y'all
right.
don't DoorDash?
Right.
I don't want to come around the corner, but but I want to support you.
Absolutely.
I love it. That's what we do. We go. My wife and I make it to where we make a point to support black businesses. A lot of the things that I buy for my campaign are bought either from black-owned businesses or woman-owned businesses.
Okay.
I make
support
sure
minorities.
we have to. We have to make it a point. If we don't, who will?
That's true.
So when we talk about D5 and making sure that there's money out there, so why is it that every time Germantown and Brainerd floods, we get a little construction sign up? We don't get, it's not fixed.
Right.
I've been living over there for almost 3 years. Good thing I drive an SUV.
I know, right?
I've seen cars.
It gets really bad.
It does get really. It's horrible. And what about the elderly? Because we don't have a grocery store. We're going to talk about that too. We don't have a grocery store right there anymore.
Gone.
Food City's gone. Walmart closed.
Yeah.
So we're blessed that we get our groceries delivered.
Right.
I don't like
Shout out to Publix, Instacart. My gosh.
I do not like going in the grocery store.
Me either.
So we get ours delivered. But what about my neighbor who's on a fixed income, and I see her walking down to Walgreens, down a steep hill. Down Walgreens.
I see that a lot too, and because I work at that Walgreens during open enrollment for Medicare,
right?
And so I see, and I've given people rides, and it's like, dang, because they're going up there to that assisted living or that low income housing. Right. But I didn't really think about that. So let me ask you, what are 3 things that you would change right now in your district? I know you've named a few, but just to highlight those 3, the 3 most important things that you feel like.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't change because we have an excellent county commissioner, Commissioner Jeter. She's been very transparent, but I just want to continue to add to make sure we build off of that with transparency. And one of the things that because of COVID is, it's not leaving us, but we're learning how to live with it.
Right.
We will also make sure that, anything that's going to affect D5 or it may not even affect D5.
I like it that you're saying D5.
D5, we're going to make sure that they know, hey, my neighbors, you got me here. This is what's going on. What are your thoughts? Let me know. We're going to have an open conversation. I'm not hiding anything.
So more access to resources.
More access to resources, but also we're building off that transparency so you know what's being discussed. County commission meetings are at 9 o'clock in the morning. Most of my constituents are working.
Right.
So you can't attend a county commission meeting because I know when I was working 4 jobs, I wasn't taking off an hour unless it involved my kids.
That's true.
So I can't afford an hour to go listen to a county commission meeting for something that at that moment is not impacting my life because like my job is.
Right,
so,
right.
We need to make sure that they know that you can watch them on YouTube. And that you can also, and in the end, you need to be able to reach out to your county commissioner, which I will be completely accessible, as Commissioner Jeter is, to make sure that if you have concerns, that they are answered in a timely fashion.
That's important. 24, 48 hours, 72 at the most.
There you go. And that is one of the things that I tell when this isn't a position for Nate Doss. This is a position for the community. Mm-hmm. So the community is putting me there as their representation. Without them, I will not be there.
That's true.
Their voice, your vote is your voice. And if you're not registered to vote, why? You need to get registered. And at the very least, get registered and then watch my campaign. I'm going to change your mind why you should go out there and vote.
Y'all, Nate Doss for president. No, I'm just kidding.
I know Ricky Doss is about to put some mad faces up there because she told me this is it.
Man, I'm talking about for real. The phone lines are open, 423-713-7614. Y'all don't be shy. He's here. He's in the building. He's ready to answer. And we also are taking questions on the Facebook Live as well. I want to ask him when we come back, because I'm going to play some music, I want to ask you, compared to, there are 3 other people that are running, why you compared to the other candidates. And also, you told us about all the great stuff. I want to know what your flaws are. So,
all right.
So we're going to get into it. DJ, a little music up. I forgot this song was playing.
Yeah, that's it.
Our interview is going very well.
I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to share. Hey, can y'all like and share?
Yeah, I mean,
end of April. There's a $500 cash prize. Again, there's a $500 cash prize. They are looking for singers. They're looking for dancers. They're looking for rappers. So if you are in any type of entertainment, rock the billboard. There's a $500 cash prize. Shout out to Willie Kitchens and the School of Music. And if you are interested, you can reach out to Tamithia Delaney. She's the director of this event. And her phone number is 423-304-3715. I couldn't read my handwriting. So again, the phone number is 423-304-3715. Tamithia Delaney. $500 cash prize for all rappers, singers, dancers. If you play a cello, piccolo, they want to hear what you got going on. It's Rock the Billboards, Chattanooga. It's going to be a very big talent show that's going on with Willie Kitchens and Mr. Jerome Jennings. Is the director of Hope for Innocent. That's in your district. So yeah, and shout out to my mama. That's the director. Period. Big period. Tamithia Delaney. So if you all are interested in getting involved with the show or have some talent that you want to bring forth, the phone number to register is 423-304-3715. So, and you can also reach out to me on Facebook if you didn't get the information at Sandridge. So Nate Dawson's still in the building. So he ready to say, go ahead. Just, you had some things we were talking about on break.
For $500, we're going to be the DOS 5 out there. I'm going to get 5 of them together and we're going to get
the
out
DOS
there.
5, not the Jesse.
I'm going to be Joe out there. So.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, Mrs. Dawes, he ain't going to get no cooked dinner tonight. He eat noodles, okay? He going to try to put your kids on stage. And she going to be Catholic. She going to be like, Lord, have mercy.
Right.
Just keep me lifted up in prayer. But we were talking off the break, and you said something I really, it spoke for your character for me, is the fact that you have, offered assistance to even the your, I guess, opponents, other candidates, colleagues.
Other candidates. The other candidates, because in this race, I don't want to see anyone wasting any money.
Right.
I know how it feels to pay an exorbitant amount for things like product and things of that sort, and things that we actually didn't need. Like I have, from my last campaign, probably about 100 signs in my garage. In my basement that I'm gonna give out as Christmas gifts.
Okay, so, right. Does it got a picture of you on it?
No, I just got my name on the sign there and be like, "Love the Doss family."
Okay, so, period. Resourceful.
Hey, we have a shelf full of mugs. So those are the.
Why you bring me no mug?
It's from my old campaign. I'm gonna get you a new one.
I like free stuff.
Well,
Shout out to Joe Graham.
Well, I guess I'll bring a mug next time.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, that means you have to bring me back.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, those doors right there are open for anybody that has something empowering and powerful to say.
There you go.
So yes, come back.
We're gonna definitely be back before early voting
So
starts.
when does early voting start?
April 13th.
April 13th. So that's coming up.
It's coming up. We need to make sure, like I said, you need to get registered to vote now. Register now, and follow my page, Nate Doss for County Commission on Facebook, at Nate Doss III on Twitter, and the website will be fully functional by the end of the week. NateDoss.com. Follow me, get to know my quirky family, and then let that be low. Let me listen to what I have to say. Look at my agenda, but then watch how I live my agenda as well. My agenda starts with building a foundation. The foundation is family, and the community is family. And
I'm gonna tell you, Chattanooga, the best way to, because my grandparents are from Chattanooga, their parents are from Chattanooga, so I'm very big on. When it comes down to people moving into our town, that is the essence of us. Because if you're not my cousin, you're one of my best friend's cousins.
Right.
So, and we're very big on family orientation around here, particularly on this side of town, but really in Brainerd too. It's a lot of people that's been there. Like I have some very close friends. Shout out to the Bentley family. They have been in Brainerd for a very long time, and that's their area.
Right. My wife is old Chattanooga. You go to the Bessie Smith, 9th Street. You'll see her family and her great grandfather.
Okay, so she's born and bred Chattanooga.
She is Chattanooga.
Okay.
She made me fall in love. Chattanooga was home, and I loved it, and it had an endearing place. Chattanooga became home when I met my wife here. This is home.
Okay, then. Shout out to Mrs. Dawes. We're going to have to talk. I need to know what's in your mac and cheese.
the mac and cheese is on point.
Oh, the mac and cheese like that?
Hey, I gained 60 pounds when we met. So.
Okay. That's so beautiful. Oh, wow. I am just very much enjoying this interview today.
Definitely.
So, dang, I feel like we've kind of covered some things, but I just want to give you an opportunity to just really hone in on why you.
I would say this. Why me is because what you see is what you get.
Okay.
You know, not taking a knock at anyone else or anything like that. I can only speak for myself. You know, I'm someone who stays grounded, and I'm very open to constructive criticism. I've taken it in the military. I've taken some non-constructive criticism.
I was
in the
going to say, you probably used to be.
Yeah.
Somebody talking junk.
There was no sandwich in there, no good, bad, and all that. It was just, hey, this is what you do.
Suck.
Right. So, you know, it's just, those are the type of qualities that I'm bringing. And I'm also, I'm very straightforward. You know, if there's something my community tells me, Nate, this is what we want, this is what we're going to get.
Right.
And I have heard some of those things, starting with the infrastructure, starting with the support for our school. You know, like I said, when our school board rep Caritza is up there fighting, she's not fighting for kids I don't know. Shout out. Because she's not fighting for any kids that I don't know. She's fighting for kids that I know.
She's fighting for our kids.
She's fighting for ours. She's fighting for my kids.
Right.
She's fighting for my neighbor's kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's out there doing it, and I just want to continue for her to have that support on the county commission like she does now. You know, we have a great relationship, our families, and I want to make sure that I've met our city councilman, Councilman Hester, and we have a wonderful relationship. So as far as what you're getting a working relationship with established relationships already.
So you're coming bringing in plugs. You're already connected.
Not gonna say I'm connected because I'm an introvert. But what I want to say,
you're not plugged in like the
I'm
cartel?
I'm not like that. You know. But what I do, I know that people know what to get when they get me. Mm-hmm. You know, when I speak to Councilman Hester, he knows what he's going to get. You know, he's like, hey, Nate, how you doing? We're going from there. When I speak to school board rep Caritza, she knows, hey, Nate, how you doing? And we're going from there. When I speak to Commissioner Jeter, you know, if Commissioner Jeter was running again, I would not be here. Nate Doss would not be doing this. So respect. I'm not doing this because I didn't feel that I was not fully represented.
You're not doing this because you was one of the kids that had nobody sit next to them at lunch in high school. You ain't trying to clout chase, are you?
Nah, definitely not.
Okay.
Nah. I play sports, so
okay.
I still play sports, so
okay.
So you know, but no, seriously, it was. If it wasn't for the community support and outreach that I've heard, I wouldn't be here. I turned in my petition the day of because I wanted to make sure that this is what God had planned for me. My family was still in it for me, and that the community truly wanted to hear it. So I heard from people in the community, but I also went around to neighborhoods and reached out and said, this is what I'm thinking of doing.
Right. And
I had people sign my petition and were like, let's do this.
Okay.
So I waited because this is what I wanted to make sure this was it for the community.
Okay. That's big. That's really big. So, y'all, this interview is really great. I don't know. I think it was the extra shot of espresso. Shout out to Starbucks on Brandon Road. They get me together.
There you go.
I was dragging this morning. I said, Lord, I don't know what I'm going to wear. I don't know. I got my hair done Monday. But I definitely want to remind you all that Network and Chill is this Friday at the Common House from 7 to 9. Completely sold out. First networking event. Oh my gosh. Got a little. Thank you. So shout out to my team, Eloquent Marketing Management. We couldn't have done this without the whole team. And we're got a little charity aspect built in. So if you and your wife aren't doing anything Friday, I know the RSVP list is closed, but we definitely can accommodate you all if you can make it.
That, yeah.
There's no cost to get in. We've got a little complimentary wine, a little champagne, a little music, and we've got a silent auction. So all of the proceeds are going to be benefiting the Hunter Memorial Foundation. I got a little tongue-tied, but HMF, and that organization is a nonprofit geared towards benefiting local artists, dancers, painters, to give them an opportunity to, you know, be compensated for the things that they're passionate about. So one of the first murals that they're trying to get up is for the late Bishop W.C. Hunter, which I don't know if you've heard of him.
No, I have not.
Oh my gosh, you need to Google him.
Okay.
Because he is, I can't really put into words all the things. He bought the first black hospital. He's just done so much.
The one that was on Central?
On Central.
Right
that big, yes.
Yes.
So,
okay.
His church was on Glass Street. And shout out to the Hunter family and everybody that's, you know, keeping his legacy alive. But yes, Bishop, I can't even tell you about him. You just
I mean,
will have to
definitely. I'm
Google
a
him.
historian. I love that.
And he was just a remarkable man, because I remember when I hear my grandparents actually were one of the first families of the church, and I remember hearing stories saying that we didn't have nothing but babies. Everybody was broke, and they would go fishing and feed the whole congregation with fish. So they really started from the bottom, and so and the way that he was able to evolve and being one of the wealthiest black men in Chattanooga is just insane.
That's a powerful story.
Yes. So again, come to house this Friday. We will be live streaming. Shout out to WPTP, because they're gonna be live broadcasting. Miss LOL is gonna be holding it down with her. I just love Miss LOL. And Dr. Eleanor Woods. So thank you so much. So I don't know if we're gonna take a little bit more music. Y'all, the phone lines are still open. We got less than 10 minutes left on the show. It's 423-713-7614. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm still looking for sponsors for my show. So if you want to sponsor, get at me. 423-619-8710. That's my personal cell. 423-619-8710. And if you know somebody turning 65 and that has questions about Medicare, tell them to call me, because I'm a Medicare broker. I market all of the plans. So I'm going to get a little bit more music going in. I'm going to let Mr. Doss close us out when we get back on, because I know y'all probably get tired of hearing me talk. I get tired of hearing me talk, you know. But, turn that up. Don't play, that's the remix.
Yeah, we visited
So I want to get into this situation that we have going on. I was talking to Mr. Dawes because he does have a military background, and I didn't even know you said that we have been in the gap. So tell me what you were saying. You were saying that you feel like we should have decompressed after Afghanistan, and I didn't even know that we had been over there for 20 freaking years.
Yeah, while I was in 9/11 happened and we got into Afghanistan war, so we have this is the first war that you have 2 generations of American servicemen that served in there. So we've been in there for over 20 years. And
wow.
when the president started bringing home the troops, and former President Trump started negotiating to bring home the troops, I said that something's on the horizon. My wife and I were having talks, and I was saying something was on the horizon because they're doing this because we're going to need anywhere between 18 to 24 months for our troops to truly decompress from being over there. The stress on the families, emotionally, and all that, and give them all of their support that they truly need. So this Ukraine situation didn't really catch me off guard.
Okay.
Russia was going to push the button somehow. No one is going to come directly at us. We still are the best military in the world.
Okay, because so I have some people saying, I know me and my homegirls be on, we were like, be quiet, stay out of it. They gonna blow us all up. I'm outside looking at the window trying to see if it's gonna be smoke coming, so it's not, is it, for somebody that's not, we're just watching the TV and we're like, Lord, what's about to happen next? Is it gonna be missiles coming up out the ground, blowing us up? What's this nuclear stuff?
I'm gonna put it like this. No one wants to come directly at us, and everyone knows that. So what they're going to do is they're going to chip away. They're going to irritate us. They're going to do things like North Korea, setting off those missiles and being like, oops, and then letting them die in the ocean. China giving Russia a cryptic message. We kind of support you, but we don't support your actions in this. Those are the kind of cryptic messages that they're giving. But we're hurting them really by sanctioning by holding their money.
Oh yeah, the economy is messing them up.
That's dumb.
They said they can't. I knew it was getting real when they said that Apple wasn't selling them nothing. I said, dang.
Yeah. You
can't buy an iPhone in Russia right now.
Right. It's real.
Now you mess with somebody's money.
Right. And the whole situation over there is a lot of things that I think we need to stay out of. Mm-hmm. But as an ally, we need to support our allies. But we need
to pick our battles.
Yeah, we really need to pick it. How are we going to support them? Does that mean it doesn't have to be our troops?
Right.
I think we gave enough in Afghanistan for the world because we were over there primarily by ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of support. I give it to you. And one thing that President Bush said, I have the best military and I'm going to prove it. And he did. And I will say,
what was that man name that was hiding in the hut with his woman? They drug him up out of there?
Osama. No. Was it Hussein?
One
Saddam
of them.
Hussein?
I said when they start dragging out Muslims, Lord have mercy. Is he like the Islamic leader or
he was over Iraq at the time?
But it's not. So I'm not really clear as it. So in that country, the religion isn't the government.
Yes, actually in Iraq at the time it was, and that was the thing. His faction of the religion was persecuting another faction of the religion. So there, it was like, how do we
it really didn't have anything to do.
We're
going to
Americanize and say it was Muslim on Muslim.
Okay.
So it was, but it was oil. That's why
it's over the oil. Okay,
yeah, it was the power. So but we need that decompression for our troops.
Yes.
And when January 6th happened, my wife being a mother of the twins, she was concerned, and I told her the twins in the positions that they are in the Marines, they wouldn't happen to go to January 6th. But January 6th really opened my eyes as far as the lack of representation that not just our community but all communities really had. The Republicans weren't listening to anyone. They were doing what they wanted, and that's what happened. So.
I want to ask you one last question about this. Why, it seems like for the past couple of days, Putin's been quiet. Any speculation on why is that? Or is he somewhere? My best friend said that he was hacking our Facebook because our Facebook was acting up. I was like, are they getting into our phones? Are they listening to us?
I really think it's because he's trying to strategize, see where he has power at, where can he make his next play. With China sending that cryptic message, we support you, but we are against these actions. He's trying to see. He's sending some fillers to see. Okay, if we go this, what's going to happen?
So nobody has a button that they can push and blow the whole world up.
That I don't know. That's a little bit above my pay grade.
Okay, y'all. Flava with Dog was a good show today. Everybody stay prayed up. Chattanooga, it's been so real. I look forward to doing this every single week. Next week, we're going to have another candidate from District 5, so we're going to get all of them, so you all stay tuned. Again, thank you for your support. Love, and we're going to just, get off here. I got kids to go. I got to go get my lashes done.
Go vote.
Go vote. Hurry up and go vote.
Register to vote.
And register to vote, and add Nathaniel Doss on Facebook so that you all can, stay up to date with his.
Nathaniel Doss III on Facebook, Nate Doss for County Commission District 5 on Facebook as well, Nate Doss III at Twitter, Nate37411 on TikTok.
Okay, I'm mad at y'all on TikTok because I got a feeling y'all probably be doing some funny stuff. Thank you so much for stopping through today, Nate. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Shay Carter, I'm on my way. I need my lashes done in a minute.
Man, I appreciate y'all.
And we're gonna run. Thank you so much for coming in. Whew. I wanna rock with you.